Today, we're talking about driver fitness and exercise that should be required or exercise that drivers should take into consideration in order to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Because, again, sitting behind a truck is not easy, it is both physically and mentally demanding. A lot of drivers know that. I know from going on trips with my dad as he was a truck driver for 15 years. So I understand that. I understand what it would take to maintain a healthy lifestyle and what some simple things that you can do in order to get to your fitness goals while working in the conditions that drivers work in behind the wheel. Obviously, when you're a driver, sometimes it's the seating position that's really rough on the body, lack of sleep, irregular meals, unhealthy meals. These can all be sources of different types of health problems for drivers. And frequent and regular exercise can definitely help both the body and the mind and reduce the risk of diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure. All these are all leading causes of health problems in the demographic of truck drivers. Obviously, it's sometimes hard to find a gym nearby if you're a truck driver. So there are some things that I'm going to share with you today that you can implement into your routine that can really help you maintain a level of health. The first day to get it going is always the toughest. That's probably the hardest part about it, is just getting going. But once you get into a routine, it gets a lot easier day in and day out. That's a given. Obviously, one of the most easiest ways to get going is by running or walking. Even a 30-minute walk can burn 200, 300 calories, and it can actually help in the digestion of food and the metabolism of the food to get the nutrients where they need to go. When it comes to walking, some benefits other than the weight loss or the burning of calories, it's also that it can increase the muscle strength, and increasing muscle strength, size, power, and endurance can help you maintain a healthy lifestyle. It can also improve your sleep. Exercise, whether you're walking or running, can contribute to more restful sleep. Physical activity increases the time spent in deep sleep also, and the most physically restorative sleep phase, which is deep sleep. And deep sleep helps to boost immune function, supports cardiac health, and also controls stress and anxiety as well. So this is something that you can just implement by just doing a simple 30-minute walk a day that you can get into your routine through your weekly journeys as a truck driver. It also elevates your mood, and exercise actually releases serotonin, dopamine, and adrenaline, which are all the brain chemicals that are associated with you feeling uplifted or happy, so to speak. So that's definitely another benefit that you can take into consideration of why you should start walking today or running today as a truck driver. In addition to this, it definitely boosts energy levels. And it seems logical to assume that exercise would drain your energy and make you feel, tired, sleepy. But it literally creates energy in your body. And the body rises up to meet that challenge for more energy by becoming stronger. And it all begins with the mitochondria, which is inside of your cells. And they work like little tiny power plants within to produce energy. So that's why it's very important to get your body moving and acting. We are not meant to be sitting in these chairs of any kind. Whether you're in the office, even this is actually beneficial for freight brokers too, logistics professionals that are sitting in offices too. You got to find a routine, a period within your day that you can do these regular walking and running routines and start implementing this in your daily life. In addition to this, it can actually also, walking and running can also increase your immunity. Exercising causes changes in the antibodies and white blood cells, and they are actually the body's immune system cells that fight off disease. So these antibodies circulate more rapidly, so they can detect illnesses earlier than they might have before. In addition to this, it also improves circulation. It increases blood flow, gets the heart pumping blood around the body a lot faster, and helps flush the body through the arteries as well. It can also improve the strength of your bones and joints. And when exercising regularly, the bone actually adapts by building more bone and becomes more dense. And so just by walking and running alone, these are some things that you can implement in your daily routine to help to make sure that you're around a long time. And so this obviously genetics does play a role in all of this, but this is definitely something that you should take into consideration if you have this sedentary lifestyle. It's physically demanding. Sitting is physically demanding. Laying down for long periods of time is physically demanding. Everything is physically and mentally demanding. So a fine balance of both is gonna do you wonders as a truck driver. Some other things that you can do are for basic exercises as a truck driver or as a logistics professional in general are push-ups. You don't even need a gym. You can just do push-ups. They're a fast, they're effective way for building strength. And this can be done anywhere. They don't require any equipment. And they can actually help strengthen your back, your chest, your arms, your upper body, and your core as well. In addition to this, you can also do pull-ups. Pull-ups are an upper body exercise, and they work the biceps, the trapezius muscles, and also your triceps. And so this is a good way to build strength in your upper body as well. Another thing you can do as a truck driver is planking. And the planking pose is probably one of the best core exercises for the core of your body. And it can actually also help improve your posture. It improves balance and strengthens the buttocks or the glutes and the hamstrings as well. And probably one of the best parts is that there's actually no equipment that's needed. And you just need a place where you can spread a mat of some sort or, get some body weights and get going. In addition to this, you can also do crunches. Crunches are fantastic. It's one of the most popular abdominal exercises in the world. And when you're performing them properly, it actually allows both you to build a six-pack instead of drinking a six-pack and tightening the belly as well. Another thing that you can implement in your daily exercises are squats. And a squat is a strength exercise, and it's in which that you lower your body, your hips, from a standing position and then stand back up. And they work the thighs, the buttocks, and the calves as well. So squats are fantastic to build that strength in those parts of your body as well. Another thing a lot of truck drivers should do that I think can do wonders. I do them in the gym every day if I can, because you will feel like you have cement legs in the beginning when you start this, but lunges. And a lunge is when you're in any position of the human body where you have one leg that's positioned forward with the knee bent, and then the foot flat on the ground while the other leg is positioned behind you. And they increase actually muscle mass, and it builds up strength and tones the body, especially the core, again, the buttocks and the legs. So lunges can do wonders for you as well. Like I said, you're going to feel like you have cement legs after the workout if you do it properly, because it takes time to build that strength up as well. But you'll feel a noticeable difference in the way you feel as well. Another thing that you can do are tricep dips. So it's like you're on the side of your truck, you're holding onto the bottom step like this, and you have your feet like this way in front of you, and you're just dipping your body down and pulling yourself back up. Dipping yourself down, pulling yourself back up. It's a really, really good way to keep well maintained on the road. Another thing you can do is something called the Russian twist. And so it's an abdominal exercise, and it works out the core, the shoulders, and the hips. And it's performed by repetitive sets and tones, the core muscles of your body, by a twisting motion of the abdomen. So you take something like, I don't have anything to show here in my office, but you take something, some heavy thing, you start in this position or in one position, you touch the elbow on the bottom side, you twist your core, touch the bottom, you lift your legs, you cross your legs and you elevate them above the ground, maybe like 10 inches, and then you just go back and forth like this, just back and forth like this, twisting. I can't do it in this chair, but twisting your abdomen back and forth while touching. You can either, if you want, touch your elbow to the ground, kind of signifies like, okay, this is as far as I can go. And then on the other end, do that again. You can do it that way, or you don't even have to touch. You can just hold that weight like this and just go back and forth by twisting your abdomen. So it's another way to get that core in where it needs to be. Obviously, steps is great if you can find some steps or do some steps on the lower step of your truck, up and down, up and down, up and down. Repeat it. Do it for like 5 minutes. Take a breather. Do it for another 5 minutes. Take a breather. Do it for another 5 minutes. Take a breather. And you can repeat that. You can do it, 20 minutes will be enough, So if you can get this going, in terms of outside of your truck, some exercises, it can do wonders for you as a driver to maintain that health. And also the fact that you're going to feel a noticeable difference in the way you feel, it's a given that you should definitely be doing this, as a way forward in terms of keeping yourself fit as a driver, because it's a big issue. I mean, it can be sedentary, lifestyle, especially if you're doing OTR and you're doing a 500-mile trip. You need that your body craves that movement, that physical movement. So try it out. Let me know how it goes. I'd love to hear some progress from people. If you would like to comment in terms of give some people some further advice in terms of what else they can do, feel free to comment as well in the comment section. If you like this video, please give it a like, a share, a subscribe to the channel. I'm really trying to build this out, trying to grow this audience to talk about all things trucking, all things logistics, for everybody. We're all in this together. This is not a one-man show. Everybody is involved in moving freight around the world. So this can be implemented for dock workers. This can be implemented for drivers. This can be an implementation for freight brokers in an office, for everybody, or as they call us, pencil pushers. We too have to be physically active to maintain a certain level of agility and health and progressing properly forward and not be predisposition to diabetes, high blood pressure, and the likes. So please give it a like, give it a share, give me a subscribe if you like the content. If you don't, that's cool too, man. People, it's different strokes for different folks. So if I'm not your cup of tea, that's fine too. We can agree to disagree on certain things as well. So again, thank you very much. I hope you find this valuable. And God bless you all. Keep on trucking, keep safe, and until next time, cheers.